It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 17 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And so today's sketch is brought to us by Lisa Marie, and she is super nice. She has actually put the basic directions of all of the pieces of paper that you were to need if you were making a 12 by 12 layout. But it is also the third Sunday of the month, which means it is time for Stretch the Sketch. And I am actually going to shrink this sketch. I am going to make a 6 by 12 insert for the double page spread that I did, I think on maybe like day 2. And it's going to fit right in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and do a white cardstock, and I've got the big block that you see, and then I have my photo, which I want to use this scrap of black cardstock. So I just trimmed out my photo a little bit, and I'm going to mat it in black cardstock, which I think is what I did for the photos in that layout. And I'm going to rough up all the edges, and then I'm going to create that strip that goes underneath the photo that holds the title. So I'm going to do this kind of plaid, and I was trying to see if I could add that piece, but that doesn't work out. So I'm going to add this plaid, which is the back side of the stripe paper actually. So get a lot of that used, and I'm just doing my measurements based on folding it with my nail. That's how I do most of my measurements. I don't really actually measure things for the most part. Sometimes I try to get things straight, but not all the time. So I have already glued down this striped paper, and I decided I wanted to rough up the edges since I've roughed up the edges of the photo mat. And I'm going to rough up the edges of this plaid paper as well and tear it, but that's okay. Like, that doesn't bother me. And then I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to realize that it's kind of going to get a little bit lost because it is a little bit white on white. And so I'm just going to grab my black ink pad, and I'm going to ink the edges of the plaid as well as the white cardstock. So it's just going to give it a little more definition. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue all of this down, and then I can start with my embellishing. So I have a couple of stickers from the sticker book. You can see up in the left upper hand corner, she's got a couple of strips. They could be tiny word strips, they could be banners, they could be anything. I am going to interpret them as banners. So I get 2 banners on there, as well as a tiny word sticker that says admit 1. And then she's kind of got her title off to the side, and I don't really have a ton of room left. So I found this sticker that says adventure, and I'm going to kind of use that. I did ink the edges of it as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 acrylic pieces from Scrap and Ink Crafts. And one says, "May the Force be with you." And honestly, that's probably my title, not adventure. So I'm contemplating putting it up by that adventure, but it just looks funny to me. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it down on the striped paper there. So I'm going to get these glued down And I think I'm going to look through the sticker book again to see if there's anything else. It's a fairly simple page, and it's a fairly simple sketch, but it's only 6 by 12, so my real estate is kind of minimal. So I do find a tab that says good times that I'm going to put on, and then this one, not that one, this one that says admit one, that's going to go up there in the top. And that should do it for stickers. And then I'm going to add a bunch of splattering, which I did on the previous page. I'm going to use my Heidi Swapp Color Shine in black, and then my shimmers in Christmas Cheer for the gold. And I am remembering to cover up my photo, so good for me. And so I'm going to get those splatters down, and then I decide that I need some pixie dust as well. The splatters aren't enough, so I'm just going to add a couple of dollops of what is that, Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and I'm going to use my Crystal Katana, and I'm going to be selective as to what I get on here. I want to get some stars, and I want to get some sequins, and I want to get some Mickey heads. And then there's, I don't even know what they are, but they're these little metallic curled, I don't know, they're almost like streamers, but they're obviously not streamers, but they're so cute, and they curl, and they just add a great little bit of texture and shimmer. Like I've never seen anything like that except for in this pixie dust, and I love how it looks. So it's just going to take me a few seconds to get that down, and now everything is down and the layout is done. So make sure you check out the description box. There will be the playlist. There will also be everybody playing along for Stretch the Sketch. And that is going to do it for my layout today. So remember to wear your crown, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.